Triple B Hot Takes. Welcome, welcome.
The NFL season is back. The NFL 2023 season, Week 1 Sunday, is today. We've waited days. We've waited nights. We've waited years, in fact, for this day. Welcome, welcome to one of the greatest days of the year, and one of the greatest shows of the year as well. I'm Triple B. This is Triple B Hot Takes. Welcome, welcome. Now, I am not alone. I am joined by a fellow Irishman on the road, not taken. This man is fiery. This man is always coming hot, coming heavy. He is my dad. He is known as the captain. He is known as the coach. He is known as Roy. Roy, welcome to the 2023 NFL season.
Woo! Here we go, buddy. Oh, wow. Doesn't seem like it. It's been a long, frosty summer waiting for this.
Frosty.
And it's going to get frostier today, I'm telling you what. Big games on the slate today. 14-game day.
Yeah.
Love it.
Gotta love it. I kind of am a little concerned with how I introduced you. I said you're coming hot and you're coming heavy and you're my dad. That can be misconstrued in a lot of different ways.
You are correct, sir.
We don't want to go there mentally, folks. Let's exit that out of your mind and let's continue on to the greatest show of the 2023 season. I am Triple B. That is Roy. Officially.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Week 1 show. Sunday of the NFL is here. No buys, kickoff. Oh my goodness. Scott Hansen, get ready on Red Zone. You're going to have a lot of work to do.
A lot of work today, buddy.
So, Triple B Hot Takes. Very similar to last season in the layout of everything. In the future, though, we'd love to have a guest. The Snake was supposed to be a guest today, but the Snake is in.
Withered away once again.
The Snake is in his pit. He didn't crawl out this morning, so we're moving on. We're moving forward. Spence and Randy, his father, we hope that they have a great day today. We hope they are successful on DraftKings as well. So basically, we take you through some positions. We give you our picks. This year, we're going to do one quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and a defense. And we're also going to give you one sleeper at each position as well. We also have a fire pick of the week, which is going to be the number 1 guy that we think you got to play. We also have a sleeper of the week, which is the guy no one's talking about, but you should be. We also are doing something new this year called Triple Threat, which is we are picking 3 games, and we are keeping track of that all season long. So we chose the games in our morning meeting, and we'll get to that after the player picks. We also have our upset of the week, and we will finish and conclude with the Packers pick today. Yes, the Packers play today. Yes,
No.
the Packers play
Did
today.
the Packers play
Yes,
today?
the Packers play today.
The Packers play
The
today.
Packers play today.
They do.
Aaron Rodgers is leading us.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
Wow. Where's the love?
He's not. He's in a different shade of green this year. Oh, wow. Moving on, moving forward. I wish him the best of the luck this season. Sorta. Okay. So, let's start off, as I normally do, with QBs. Roy?
Yibbies!
Also this year, we're doing this together to make it more of a discussion of players. So here we go. Roy and I are going to tell you our players. Here we go.
Vast insight.
So, quarterbacks. I have Jalen Hurts as my numero uno. I love him against the New England Patriots this week. I think it's a good matchup for him. He's got a lot of weapons. And most importantly, the Eagles are one of the few teams that have stayed very healthy throughout the offseason, and they have a great offensive line. Bill Belichick, though. But I love Jalen Hurts this week. My sleeper this week, welcome to the NFL, Anthony Richardson. I think that he is going to have a good day. He's super cheap in DraftKings if you want a cheap option.
He just released from the state penitentiary in Florida.
Anthony Dixon is my sleeper for quarterbacks. Roy, what are you feeling for
Dixon,
quarterbacks?
I like it. I like the little spin.
Yep.
Tony Dixon.
Yeah, Tony Dix.
Tony Dix.
Tony Dix is going to have a great day today.
Hey, I like long hair, don't care this week. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Jacksonville going against what seemingly has become a very dysfunctional Indianapolis squad. Don't know what's going on there in Indy, but boy, oh boy, I think it's been dysfunctional for some time, and it's just not looking good in Indyville. So I like Trevor Lawrence walking in there. My sleeper at the quarterback position, a guy that I think has caught a little press but is being overlooked, Desmond Ridder from Atlanta, going up against Carolina. They've got some weapons there with Bijan and Drake London and Kyle Pitts still at tight end there, and we'll see if he finally has a breakout year or not. They keep saying he's going to, and I keep saying he's not. But I like Desmond Ridder. The guy has a lot of potential.
You're riding the rider, huh?
Riding the rider.
Okay. QBs there. Running backs now. We got two of them. I have Austin Eckler as my numero uno, which I think most people have. He's not the number one in DraftKings, but he is close to it. I think he's going to have a fantastic day. My number two is Bing Bang Boom. I got him circled. My fire play of the week, Aaron Jones. Green Bay Packers. Yes, Aaron Jones has a fantastic matchup today. A.J. Dillon does too. Adge Dillon has a good matchup as well, but I think Aaron Jones is going to be the guy. He's going to score the points. The Chicago Bears allowed 31 touchdowns last year to running backs, which is second most of all time. They almost set an NFL record. It was so bad. And they also were second in allowing rushing and passing yards to running backs last season. They didn't do much to improve their defense. They did improve their offense, however. But I think Aaron Jones will have a fantastic day nonetheless. My fire play of the week, Aaron Jones. Sleeper. A lot of people will sleep on this guy. He's gaining ground, though, throughout the offseason, and I think he's kind of working his way towards a solidified RB2, potential RB1. Rachaad White is my sleeper for running backs. He is very cheap. The stage is his. It's his to mess up. I believe in him. I think he's a good back. He did good things towards the end of last year. Roy, how do you feel about that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm spot on with you. My number one running back here is Aaron Jones against the Bears.
Yeah.
It's the stage is set for him.
You don't think Adge Dillon will be?
I think he's going to be a factor. No, I don't. I think he's going to be a factor, but I think the workhorse in this game is going to be Aaron Jones simply because he's healthy and he can't throw the ball very well. So we'll run a lot today. And the Bears' defense has been a sieve when it comes to running. So there you have it. My number two running back, and this just in.
Dun, 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 dun.
In Miami, the Dolphins are down to a running back. It's Raheem Mostert. Jeff Wilson Jr. is out on IR, and the new rookie, Kane, has been listed as out for today with a shoulder injury. So Raheem Mostert's going to carry the load against the Chargers, and the Chargers' run D last year was one of the worst run Ds in the league.
Bad.
I like Raheem Mostert a lot today.
Hell of a matchup too, and we will talk about that later in the show. But that is
spicy.
A hell of a matchup. A lot of weaponry going on.
My sleeper of the week for the running back position is Brian Robinson Jr. in Washington against Arizona. Again, another team that's extremely dysfunctional. Brian Robinson Jr. is an Alabama running back.
Working their
He's
way.
a horse, and he's working his way ahead of Gibson. It's starting to happen.
The Washington, whatever, football team, Commanders, whatever you want to call it.
Redskins.
Maybe Redskins.
Let's just call it like it is.
Maybe they will be. That's what their owner called them in the press conference. He did say the Redskins, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
However, I do think the Redskins or the Washington team, whatever you want to say, I think they are on the come up, though. I do too. They have a pretty good team. Sam Howell looked pretty good.
He does, and I think there's another option
Defense
for you
is
at
good.
quarterback. Their defense is good as well.
Yeah.
So
you don't think Antonio Gibson will be a factor?
I
Is it going to
think-
be like Aaron Jones and Adge Dillon?
I do think it's going to be that way, but everything I'm reading right now says that Brian Robinson's starting to get the nod on Gibson and starting to pull away. So we'll see. Time will tell, but
Time will tell.
I
We'll
do
find
like
out.
him. We will
I
find
do know
out
that.
today.
We will know at the end of the
A
day.
lot of questions going to be answered today.
A lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
Okay. Wide receivers now?
Yeah.
Okay. Top two for me. Top two, easy because they have really good matchups. However, there are other good wide receivers out there. But for me, it's Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill.
How do you go
Both
wrong?
are in hell of very good matchups today. Very good to start the year.
How do you go wrong?
My sleeper, however, is my sleeper pick of the week. I also have him circled. Sleeper pick of the week. Marvin Mims Jr. If you don't have him in your lineup, grab your cellular device, go to DraftKings, go to whatever betting site you go on, delete the guy that you had in your flex position, and put Marvin Mims in today. Trust me on that. He is going to have a very good day for his price. He's only $3,000.
Yeah,
He's
cheap.
the lowest possible
Cheap.
price you can go as far as the wide receivers go. You got to scroll all the way down until you find
do.
Marvin Mims, and then you push that button because there is no Jerry Jeudy today. There is no Tim Patrick today. He's out for the year, unfortunately. He tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
And there's no KJ Hamler because he has a heart condition. So
You've got two today.
it is Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims.
You got
And
it.
out of camp, Marvin Mims, a
He
lot of
lit
good
it up.
things people are saying about
He
him.
lit it up.
Russell Wilson has to get him the ball. I personally think Russell Wilson is going to have a good year this year. Sean Payton
Sean Payton.
is in Denver now. Marvin Mims. Marvin Mims, remembering the name today.
Sean worked
Marvin
magic.
Mims. I will clip this.
Magic with
Marvin
that.
Mims. Marvin Mims.
Marvin Mims.
Marvin Mims.
The Mimster.
All right, Dad. Wide receivers.
Looking for a stack today. I like Kelvin Ridley.
Flapjack
Jacksonville again against the dysfunctional Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence and Calvin poised to have a decent day, and I like Calvin Ridley. It's tough not to like him.
We'll find out today.
And going against, or with you rather, in the fact that Denver's down to no receivers, I like Cortland Sutton today.
Yeah.
The combination between Mims and Cortland Sutton could be a good one. So I think either way, you've got a receiver that Russ can throw to, and he can hopefully start
I like
cooking
that.
again.
He's definitely the vet, and like Cortland's definitely the numero uno.
He is, and that could attract a lot of attention, or and give Mims the opportunity. But I think it's going to be a big day for the both of them.
The both of them.
The both of them. My sleeper of the week.
Ooh, this is your sleeper of the week too?
Wide receiver.
Okay, sleeper of the week.
Puka Nakua, rookie at Los Angeles Rams. Cooper Kupp's out, went on IR, so 4 weeks of no Coop. That really blows chunks.
Could be all
for
year.
a lot of people, and it could be all year. So I like Puka to step up. He and Van Jefferson are going to carry the load there in L.A. Puka had a wonderful camp, raved about him in camp, so I like Puka Nakua. He's dirt cheap as well. So
Dirt cheap.
There you have it.
All right, these next two will be a little quicker because it's not as important, but it is important if you want to win. My tight end is T.J. Hawkinson. I think he has a very good matchup, and a lot of tight ends are injured. I mean, it's a weird week. Mark Andrews all of a sudden probably won't go now. Darren Waller had some hamstring injury a couple days ago.
When doesn't Darren Waller have something
Balls.
wrong with it?
Football's here. When all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I got to replace this guy with this guy last minute because they're getting hurt all the time. T.J. Hawkinson is my tight end numero uno. My sleeper tight end is somebody you really want to have in your lineup as well. Juwan Johnson for the New Orleans Saints. Put him in your noggin because Juwan I got a Johnson, is going to have a great day. Derek Carr is his quarterback, unfortunately. However,
I think Carr's poised to have a good day today.
Okay, whoa!
Just because of I'm not a Carr fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not jumping on the Carr bandwagon.
He's not.
But
he's not a what car do you like? That Ford Shelby.
The Shelby.
Carr's not a Shelby. He's more of a.
Volkswagen.
Okay.
It runs. It's serviceable, yet it's not gonna do a lot for you.
There you have it. Derek Carr.
Car
related. Not gonna go 200 miles an hour. Not gonna go from 0 to 60 in a second. Not gonna look good. Not gonna attract the girls. Not gonna sit next to you. You're not gonna have that.
Can't put the top down.
But you're gonna get to where you need to go.
Correct.
Okay.
Reliable. Maybe.
Okay. Now that's covered. Juwan Johnson.
I like Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson. All right. Your tight ends there.
Gerald Everett with the Chargers against Miami. Miami was the dead last worst team in the league last year against tight ends. What's changed there defensively? I don't think a lot. So I like Gerald Everett. Herbert he likes his tight ends too. So I like Gerald Everett. My sleeper.
He got paid, Herbert.
He did. He got paid. Cha-ching. My sleeper of the week at tight end. A former Wisconsin Badger. Grandson of Barry Alvarez.
They bleed red.
Jake Ferguson. He is the number one guy in Dallas coming out of camp. Dalton Schultz checked out, said, nope, Jerry, I'm not here anymore. You can't win a Super Bowl, you loser. So he left and went to Houston, of all goddamn places to try to win. However,
C.J. Stroud, maybe.
I'm speechless. I like Jake Ferguson. He played 62% of the snaps in preseason and did very well. And Dak, when healthy, utilizes his tight end on a regular basis. Yeah. So I really like that matchup there with Jake. Yeah. And they're playing the lowly Giants, who, that's a hell of a matchup starting out of the gate, Dallas and New York, because they hate each other. That's not a rivalry. That's a hatred, man. They hate it, man.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
That brings us to our big old hairy scary D. Cue it. I have Baltimore. I think everybody should have Baltimore as your number one if you can afford them. I think the Packers are a pretty good option if you can afford them against the Bears. However, Baltimore plays Houston. Their center's hurt. 2 of their guards are hurt. It's a disaster. I didn't realize how many people were injured in Houston. There's a lot of them, and they're already bad. So, Baltimore, I think, is going to have a heyday for surefire. They're getting Baltimore's D.
You can't argue with that.
Easy dub for Baltimore today, I think. If they do lose to Houston, then I have a lot of questions for Baltimore.
Correct.
I'll just say that.
Correct.
So, you're big old Harry. Scary.
I had Baltimore down, but knowing you had Baltimore, I'll give you another option. And we already talked about this team and how they're up and coming, and I think their defense looks pretty strong. It finished strong last year. I like Washington against Arizona. What in the hell is going on in Arizona? They have no quarterbacks. They have, what in the hell?
Dumpster
I
fire.
don't blame D-Hop for getting the hell out of there and going to a place that he can do something.
Did you see that video of their head coach giving a pump-up speech?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I've awkward.
Not seen anything like
awkward.
It. Yeah, very awkward. So I like Washington. Circle them as a good D right along with Baltimore, and you can't go wrong there, folks.
Big old.
Very scary.
All right, now we're going to get into the triple threat and the Packer game. Wow.
Well, we're going to do, maybe I misunderstood our pregame meeting.
Yeah.
But I did a sleeper in a week and a fire player separate from our lineups. I can skip them or I can throw them in. The one I do want to mention as sleeper of the week, and this is the guy I have circled for the week as my sleeper of the week.
See, I included mine in here.
Yeah, I see that. But
first show of the year, everybody.
First show of the year, folks, and we'll
take
correct
it easy.
this
He
as
just
we...
got back from Hawaii last night, too.
Yeah,
This guy...
midnight, man. It was a long flight.
Yeah, 5 hours.
Moving and shaking.
Weird time. No, so so Roy, this is your fire pick of the week and your sleeper,
my sleeper pick of the week.
Roy, what do you
yeah,
got?
so fire pick being the sure thing. I like Jamar Chase with Joey Burrow. Even though Cleveland is strong and on paper the matchup looks weak, it's Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Believe it or not, let the media say all they want about Joe's calf. He's healthy. He's ready to go. He's not going to be limited, and I think since he has a big day with Jamar,
I think Jamar could have a better year than Justin Jeff.
I think so too. I think your touchdown leader here first. I think your touchdown leader of the year is Jamar Chase.
Wow. Okay.
My sleeper pick of the week. I really like this kid. I know, Paul, you're going to say, I told you so. That's my buddy Cosmo. But I really like the kid out of Michigan State at the Packers, Jalen Reed. He has hops. He has great hands. He knows what to do with the ball. I believe it's Jalen, but we'll correct that if we need to.
Reed.
But
yeah,
I like him. They used him in the preseason on jet sweeps. They used him on tosses. They used him on over the middle routes, short routes, in between routes. Short routes are great because Jordan Love can't throw a deep ball. So who else are you going to go to? Receiving core. You've got frickin' Watson out already. You've got Romeo Doubs questionable for today. They don't know if he's going to go. Jaden Reed, whatever his name is, out of Michigan State. Like him.
Okay. All right, let's get into the triple threat. So we chose 3 games that we think are spicy, and we're each going to give you our picks. We'll keep track of these all season long to hold ourselves accountable. The 3 games that we chose today are good ones. The first one is Cincinnati Bengals headed to the Cleveland Browns. Orange versus orange. The spread is the Bengals are -2. They're favored. Cleveland Browns at home are not favored. Over-under is 47.5. I like the Cincinnati Bengals for my pick. Roy, who do you like in this pick?
I like Cincy as well. As aforementioned, I think Joe Burrow has a big day.
Yeah. Second game, I think the best game of the day, personally. Miami Dolphins head to LA to face the Chargers in a very spicy matchup. The Dolphins are +3 on the spread. Chargers at home are favored, -3. Over-under is 51. I like the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to march in there and go off. Tyreek, Jaden Waddle, need I say more? Dolphins win that one today.
I'm going to go opposite beyond that because simply because the Chargers are playing at home, which doesn't really mean a whole hell of a lot in SoFi Stadium in LA because there's no worse fans in the world that don't go to the game. So the stadium will be probably filled with more Miami fans than it's going to be Charger fans. But that being said, Justin Herbert just got his payday. They've got Austin Eckler. I like the matchup on paper with the Chargers.
Yeah. And third and final game of the triple threat is Buffalo Bills headed to the New York Jets. Bills versus Jets on 9/11. A very, very cool, very exciting matchup. Aaron Rodgers' debut as a New York Jet. I like the Jets. They are +2.5. Buffalo Bills -2.5. Spread 45.5. I love the New York Jets against the Buffalo Bills. Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
Jets. So you're taking Buffalo.
I am taking Buffalo in this. I am not jumping on the Aaron Rodgers hype train. I think the Jets are going to be extremely overrated this year. They're the media darlings just simply because of the attention they're giving to Aaron Rodgers, which is exactly what Aaron Rodgers wants until the wheels fall off the bus and he melts down and does what Aaron Rodgers does.
And then he goes to Minnesota.
And that is my prediction for the year. The Jets do not make the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers gets whiny and pissed off, and he goes in the footsteps of Brett Favre to Minnesota next year.
That would be absolutely wild.
Wild.
We're going upset of the week. We will keep track of this record as well throughout the year. Upset of the week, we choose different games, whatever we feel. Always has to go against the spread. I am choosing the LA Rams. They are +5 going into Seattle, which I thought was kind of crazy. I don't think Seattle is worthy of that much of a spread, but obviously the bookkeepers know what they're doing. However, I think the LA Rams are not as bad as they're showing, and I think they could easily go into Seattle and beat Seattle. So I'm taking the LA Rams as my upset of the week.
I like it, and I think the reason that line is so different is remember how LA started the season last year.
True.
Ooh, they got walloped on. However, I do like what I'm seeing there, at least on the preseason.
Besides Cooper Kupp.
Besides Cooper Kupp. But, yeah, I'm with you on that upset. I like that upset. My upset of the week is kind of a spicy one, honestly. Same line. The Vikings in Tampa Bay. The Vikings getting 5 points in that game. And Baker Mayfield, a lot of people saying Baker Mayfield is going to find himself in Tampa. I'm with him on the However, Rashad White, you've got Godwin, you've got Evans, you still have a lot of weapons in Tampa, and I like Tampa to go into Queenie Land and upset the Queens.
Okay, so I got LA Rams. He has Tampa. Now we are on to the Packers.
Bump, 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 bump.
Dun it, dun it.
Bump, 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 bump.
Dun it, dun it.
Bump, bump,
Oh,
bump,
yeah.
bump.
Packers up.
Bump, bump,
Gotta
bump,
take
bump.
these off. Ugh. It just gets tighter and tighter every year.
Tighter and tighter.
All the knowledge I've absorbed.
Or the hair.
Yeah, that too. The Packers take on the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. And I think that they are going to get absolutely ass-waxed.
Ooh.
I have, for my Packers prediction, Green Bay Packers headed to Soldier Field 24-20. The Packers are going to do it. It's going to be a close one.
That's not a real ass waxing.
No, it's not. However, the Bears will be under new ownership after this game. Aaron Rodgers is out. Jordan Love is in. Packers 24, the Bears 20. Bear down, Chicago. No, bear down, no way. 'Cause you suck.
Dun, 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 dun.
Go, Pack, go.
There you have it.
And your Packer pick.
Packers, Bears. I agree with him in the fact that it's going to be a very close game in Soldier Field. I have the final score of this game, 27-24.
Oh! What? Hard to tell where his allegiances lie. He's picking the Bears? Are you kidding me? 27-24 Bears.
27-24 the Bears.
Well, the NFL season kicks off today. So grab a beer, spread some cheer,
Love it.
and have the best day of your life. Triple B Hot Takes is back, and it is going to be the best year ever. Welcome to the 2023 season. We love ya. Have a wonderful, fantastic, terrific day, and go Pack, go.
Go, baby.